back to my bathroom. First off, I wanted to start off with, about a week ago, I had kind of a health scare, really, I was scared, and I had to get an MRI. Finally, a week later, they give me the test results. I just think it's terrible they made me wait for a week, but I was like really sweating bullets. But good to go, I'm good to go. I'm so good right now, it's amazing. But while I was down, because I was just worried. I mean, when you get to be my age, you see a lot of your friends, I mean, they pass on. And in fact, today I've got to go to a funeral of one of our good friends. Just was having a barbecue, had a good time with all of their friends. He went to lay down and was gone, just that quick. That's how I want to go, to be honest. But I was watching Lisa Eldridge's Makeup Through the Ages video, and it really got me to thinking. And so I wanted to do this for my granddaughters, because tomorrow's promised to no one. I mean, we could all go just that quickly. But I loved her. Boy, that went from makeup to dead real quick. But we all, you know, when we're gone, we're gone. People that love us will miss us, but time goes on, life goes on. But when I watched her Makeup Through the Ages video, I loved every minute of it. To see the makeup from the 50s and 60s and 70s and on. And so it inspired me to do a time in a bottle for my granddaughters. I have two granddaughters. One is about to be 4 and the other one is just 1 year old. But I thought this would be the perfect time to do this for them. And what I did is I have my little travel makeup Chanel bag. It's not very big. It's only about 7.5 inches tall, but I thought it would be perfect. I use this for travel, and I'm going to continue to use it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start collecting and saving some of my makeup to put into this bag for my granddaughters. So I'm just going to show you what I'm going to have a time in a bottle and make a little time capsule of makeup for my granddaughters. And let me just get started here first. I'm going to put these things in this bag and put them aside so that they can give it, maybe not so much to them, I'm going to give it to them, but then hopefully they'll give it to their granddaughters. I never had a grandma. I don't even know who my father is, let alone a grandma. So, but my sister's grandmother, oh, she had a lot of makeup, and I used to love to sit and watch her. She had face powders and lotions and Yardley of London and lots of Coty. She had a lot of different brands. So I wanted to do this for my granddaughters, and I'm just going to put some of my favorite things that I love. This is from the 80s. I'd say maybe about 1980. I don't know, mid-80s, 82 maybe, 85. But it's a cameo locket, and when you open it up, it's got Estee Lauder Youth Dew perfume in it. And I quit using it quite a while ago, but it still smells heavenly. It's in perfect condition. So I'm going to put that in my little makeup bag for my granddaughters. The next thing I'm going to do, this is from, 2 years ago, the Hello Kitty compact. It's still in perfect shape. I was using it. I'm going to stop using it. And in doing so, because the powder in it has been used and it's kind of nappy looking. So I'm just going to exchange that out. I kept the original box. I kept the original bag that it goes in. I still have the refill for the, well, that's good. I still have the refill for it and the sponge applicator. I'm going to put all of that in my little makeup bag, back in the box, even the puff. 50 years, 100 years from now, it might be a collector's item for them. I'm going to put all of this in my little makeup bag here for my granddaughters. I just thought that would be a fun thing. The next thing I've got that I went through, and I'm going to keep just adding stuff to it as I go. I thought about going to like antique shops and being on the search for other people's old makeup, but I don't want to do that. I think I'm going to give them only things that belong to me. And this is from like the, I would say the late 80s, maybe early 90s. But this is an Estee Lauder makeup case from like the early 90s. And I'm going to hold this here. It is used, but I haven't used it in a while. Some of the colors are not used. It's just a really pretty deluxe pure eyeshadow palette. And I'm going to just seal that up, put it in the box for my granddaughters, and store it away. That's all for the eyeshadows. The next thing I found, this is really old. This is from like, I'd say 80s. It's a highlighter. It comes with like a paddle. It's kind of what what would be comparable to my Luna or High Beam. I'm going to just seal it up tight. I know it will be nasty and disgusting, but they will know that we used highlighters back in 2011 and beyond. I found this in a drawer. This is from the 70s. I have this from like the 70s and 80s. It's called Sudden Change. I think they still make it. It's under eye. It's in a little dropper. And I used to put it like right here. I'm going to do it. Even though I have to go to this funeral, I'm going to put it right there. And then let it dry. And it would literally pull your skin and kind of make the wrinkles fade away. So that is going in there as well. I'm getting quite a few little items to go in there as we go along. The next thing I'm going to put is YSL. This is YSL in number 7. I have never really, this lipstick is not me, but I thought the packaging would be a good thing to keep, 50, 75 years from now. That will be a keepsake item for them to have. I found these lipsticks. These lipsticks were actually my mother's lipsticks, and they're Estee Lauder. They smell terrible. They smell like, I remember that smell from when I was a kid. They smell like really old lipsticks. This one is so old I can barely read it. It's just very, very old. You can see the tarnish too, but I thought if that can keep that halfway decent. This one's not quite as old. It doesn't even twirl up anymore. This one says 85. So I'm going to add that. This one is in the shade Rosa Rosa. So I'm going to add that in there. I don't wear this color anymore. It's a pretty color, but I thought that it's a Chanel, but I thought that I would add this simply for the packaging. This one is in Pink Ballerina. It will be nasty and disgusting, but I'm adding it in there. I'm going to seal everything up tight in I have a vacuum sealer. This lipstick, this lipstick is from Lancome, very old. I think I had this back, gosh, I don't really know. It's just called Cool. It's in a tube such as this. The lipstick itself has fallen out, but mostly for the packaging, I'm going to put that in my time machine. I have 3 of these retractable pencils. I love them. This one's for lips. This one's for eyebrows. I'm going to keep those out. This one no longer, they don't even make it. This one is from the 80s. You can't even buy a refill for this one. This one was for eyeliner. So I'm going to put it in there just for the packaging itself. I actually found this in a drawer. This is Almay Cheeky Gel Blusher. This is from the 70s. It's a gel. I'm just going to seal it up tight. It's a gel cheeker, like a blush. I'm going to add this. This is a MAC lipstick, one of my favorites. I've never opened it or used it. It's in Saint Germain. I'm going to put the box and all in there just because I wear that so much. I've bought so much of the Genifique. This one is empty. These little tiny bottles. One is empty and one is full. I'm going to use the one that's full because it would just deteriorate and be disgusting. I know all of this stuff will, but I'm going to add just for the packaging alone, the little plunger bottle, the little. I just think it's as cute as it can be. I think that might be something that might be interesting 75 years from now. This is Juicy Couture in, I don't know, Juicy Baby, I think. It's just a little tiny Juicy Couture bottle of perfume. I'm going to add that in there. I'm also going to add a little Snooki Bump It because I've got 2 sets of these. I'm going to add this just so they can recognize what we did with our hair. Who knows what makeup will be. I had written to Lisa Eldridge and said, if this is what it's like to see things now from the 50s, I was born in the 50s, to see things now from the 50s, what will it be like, our future in makeup? I can't imagine what it's going to be. I'll probably be long gone, but for all of you that are young enough to just imagine what your makeup will be like, 50, 75 years from now will be so exciting. I just think it would be so cool. The last thing I'm going to add is, this is probably, I don't know, this is pretty signature. Youth Dew lotion. I'm going to add it. It's never been opened. It's never been used. I'm just going to add it because I think this one here might be about 15 years old. But I'm going to add it just because I know it will turn to water and be nasty and disgusting. So this is my little time machine makeup bag that I'm going to preserve for my granddaughters, and hopefully maybe my great-granddaughters someday will see it, and maybe their daughters and granddaughters. I just thought a time machine, a time capsule of what our makeup was like I said, I was going to go, I thought I will go in every city across the world that I come in and try to find antique vintage makeup. And then the more I thought about that, I thought, no, I don't want things from somebody else. I want them to have stuff from me, including the bag. I'll let them argue and fight about it once I'm long gone, but I just thought it would be, I wish I had something like this for my from a grandmother, or even just stuff from 30, 40 years ago. I wish I had something like that. So I'm also going to take this video, put it on a DVD, and add that to the bag. So maybe it'll inspire some of you to do the same. A lot of you are way younger than I am. You could, if you've got stuff from 2011 or things that you've got from 10 years ago, 15 years ago, add it to a bag. Maybe it'll inspire you to do the same. I just think it would be so cool to have, for me, I wish I had, not so much for the makeup itself, but to see as keepsake, something that was my grandmother's, a great-grandmother, that I just wish somebody had the forethought to do that, because I would treasure it. Not so much for the makeup, but because it came from somebody, an ancestor. I just think it would be so cool. Anyway, might be dumb. I don't know, but I have a feeling that my great-granddaughters and my granddaughters, and I told my daughter-in-law that I was going to do this, and she was so excited. She really feels that her daughters and future granddaughters will love it. So I hope that they do. Today is April 2011, so this is going in the bag. So I hope you all have a wonderful Easter, and until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.